Okay, so when I first opened my phone up, y'all see my home screen. It's basically just me and my sisters. We was at the fair. I thought it was cute to put it in my background, so that's what I did. When I opened my phone up, you see the background's a picture of me I took. People think it's corny to put yourself as your background, but I think it's cute. I've never been the type to like organize my apps, y'all. Like some people be having like their whole phone color coordinated, app coordinated, all that. I am not one of them. On my home screen, I got all the basic apps like FaceTime, photos, my calendar. So I'm also addicted to TikTok. That's another thing. I have Snapchat. I haven't used Snapchat since like high school, and that was like a year ago since I graduated. Just anything, just good vendors from China. And I think I've had this for like a year, honestly. Like y'all, I have not called, but I've texted so many people trying to find a good vendor. I'm not gonna speak too much on that because that is related to my business, which I'm trying to reopen. But I have the Zoom app, which basically is when you know, Skype, well not Skype, but you video chat with groups of people. I'm sure everybody knows what that is since quarantine. So that's Zoom. I also have Pixar on my phone. See, I use Pixar a lot because I make my own thumbnails, you know, just video edits, all the above. I really like the setup of Pixar. It's easy to use. I've been using it for years, like since I had a phone or a tablet. Next up, I have Fonto. Now Fonto is another editor. It's basically like, a lot of YouTubers know what this app is already, but I use it for my thumbnails and things like that. It's a good app for like text. If you want to get like typewriter type of text or bubble letters type of text, go to Fonto. That's your best friend. Moving on, I got Gmail. Now Gmail is like another social media for me because so many people DM me on, not DM me, but so many people text me. Why am I not talking right? So many people email me on Gmail like every day, so I had to check it like every time I wake up because you never know what email you can miss. So Gmail is basically like another Instagram for me. I have to check it and I have to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. I have the Roku app because I'm lazy. Sometimes I lose like my remote. Once I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, I'm on my data right now, that's why it's not working. But you can basically just like control the remote on your phone from your, to your TV. So when I lose it, you know, I just do, you know. So it makes life easy to use the Roku app. No more hand me that remote. I'll simply just give me my phone, you know what I'm saying? So the next app I have on my phone is My Chart. So basically, I'm not gonna open it. It's like your doctor's information in the app. Sure, I'm good on the outside and inside. So next up, I have Twitter on my phone. Now Twitter is another app that I'm addicted to, y'all. I literally be on Twitter all day every day, like, well, not all day every day, but like majority of my day. Y'all can go follow my Twitter. It's Liyah Li with 2 H's and 2 I's and 2 underscores. So now this is the one folder that I organized. I have Picmonkey on my phone. Picmonkey is also another app that I use to edit, you know, certain things in my videos. I don't know how y'all find this stuff entertaining. Like, how do y'all find this entertaining to see what's on my phone? But yeah, Picmonkey just helps me with my editing. So that's actually a new app that I found. So I'm not really an expert on Picmonkey like I am on Pixar or Fonto. So I'm still learning with Picmonkey. I have iMovie. Y'all see all my movies that I have on here. I make my intros and outros on there.
Little booty bitches, a hot girl summer now.
Yeah, so y'all know what iMovie is. It comes on everybody's phone. I have my Instagram. I feel like everybody has Instagram at this point. My next app is Pinterest. Now Pinterest is a social media app that not many people have. It gives you, I don't know how to put it, but it's better than Instagram because you don't see people's comments and stuff like that. You can pinboard anything that you're interested in. I looked up tomboy outfits, so it'll give you like aspirations of tomboy outfits you can steal. Then I have YouTube Studio because of course I gotta, you know, YouTubers gotta have YouTube Studio, literally. I have Google Translate on my phone. I work in a dental office and sometimes we have Spanish patients. Wholesale 7. I just downloaded this on, oh, not the app crashing. The next app I have is Wholesale 7. Now y'all, I'm putting y'all on game right now, okay? Wholesale 7 is basically like this Chinese website. They have like all types of clothes that are trendy for the low, like literally the low. If you've heard of like Lovely Wholesale, that's basically like the same type of vibe. But I've personally ordered from Wholesale 7 more than once, and what you pay for is what you get. I can't even talk. Is Shazam. For the old heads who've been on Snapchat, you remember Snapchat, you could just like press and hold down the screen. It was Shazam a song that you're listening to. But they took that feature away, or at least I don't know how to activate the feature no more. So I just went ahead and downloaded the app because I be wanting to know songs sometimes, but I don't be wanting to ask people the name of the songs, if that makes sense. So I'll either YouTube the lyrics, Google the lyrics, or I'll Shazam it, but I will not ask somebody what the name of the song was so they can say I put you on. No, we're not doing that. My next app that I have is Poshmark. This is not like, well, this is sort of kind of like Etsy. I had to log out, y'all, because literally Poshmark, let me show you. It sends you so many like notifications, like literally it sends you so many notifications. I couldn't take it. Poshmark is, I have to slow down because I be talking fast, okay? Poshmark is basically this app where you can sell your old clothes or buy old used clothes from somebody else. Another app I have is Lyft, because when your girl car down and out, I still gotta get around, you know what I'm saying? I get around. So I will use Lyft. I don't really use Uber like that because I don't know, I'm not a fan of Uber. I have a car for the most part, so I barely use the app. My next app that I have on my phone, I have a lot of apps literally, is apartments.com. Now usually I will go on like google.com and type in apartments.com. Like this is the app you want if you're looking for like somewhere to stay. Another app that I have is motivation, the motivation app. So with the motivation app, I really don't use it, to be honest, but I use the Bible app instead. I downloaded it, but I don't use it. I'm planning on it, but I use the Bible app, which y'all gonna see later on. And it gives you like notifications every morning or every night, whatever you set it to, cute little quotes or whatever. So I'm gonna set up my motivation app. I just downloaded this like last week. I never got around to setting it, so you know, but yeah, it's basically the same thing as the Bible app. Okay, another app that I use is Text Now. I logged out before I started this video so y'all won't see my conversations, but I use Text Now when people decide they want to block me. And yes, I use Text Now for that reason. I also use it for like when I don't want to give people my real phone number, stuff like that too. So I was just playing out, but I also use it for other things too. So I have Wattpad on my phone. Wattpad is basically like this app where people write their own stories and fantasies and put them in like a book or something that they created. And I thought that was so creative back in middle school. I used to read it like in 7th grade, like Wattpad. I even made a story, y'all. I made a story, but I never shared it with nobody because I was like, this is embarrassing. But Wattpad is just, it's a good app if you want to look at people's books and stuff that they've written. Me and Justin Bieber got married type stuff. Like, it's really just it's random stuff on Wattpad. But, you know, when you find a good story, you'll love it. You'll love it. It's Airbnb. I just downloaded this app because my friend Jordan was like, you know, we're gonna get an Airbnb to record our YouTube videos in. So I signed up for it. I don't go to Airbnbs like that at all. I've never been to one. I have 0 points right now because I had to make a fake account because it was like, if you download the app you get a free smoothie or something like that, and I already had an account, so I had to make another one to get the free smoothie. But we're not gonna get into that. Okay, cool. I think I basically went through all my apps. Let me see. No, I didn't. I also have Credit Karma. I've been checking my credit score on there. I have LA Wallet. This is for when I get pulled over and the cops want ID. I can just you know what I'm saying? And LA Wallet is accepted in a lot of places, so you know that's why I keep it, because I forget my ID sometimes. I have my notes. Everybody use notes. I accidentally deleted all of my notes like a few weeks ago, and I had to start from fresh. So I'm upset because I had like song lyrics in my notes. I had a lot of stuff in my notes, but I started over fresh. You know, that's no problem. It's no problem. Okay, now this is the Bible app I was talking to y'all about. This is the one that's this is the one that sends, like, you know, and it got cute music, but this is the one that sends like Bible quotes to your phone every morning or night or evening, whatever you choose, to your phone. So sometimes I wake up and I'll be like a nice little daily, you know, Bible quote, and that's beautiful because I need that in my life. I need some, you know, good energy. The Flow app, oops, showing when I got my period. Okay, but anyway, it basically just like it helps you with your period. Like if you're a girl, you're a young teenager and you want to know how to keep up with your period and things like that, get the Flow app because it's very helpful. I've been using it for years. Even if I switch phones, I'll try to keep up with it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I use the Flow app. That's gonna wrap up what's on my iPhone 13, y'all. Make sure y'all press the subscribe button. I don't know how y'all found that amusing, just seeing what's on my phone, but I did the video, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all press subscribe, leave a thumbs up if you haven't already, and y'all, I will be back with more videos. This is your girl Liyah Li signing out. I will see y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.